Welcome back. We continue our Slamdance coverage right now with a hilarious film called Rock Steady Row. I have the full cast, I guess not full cast here, we have some of the cast here. We have the director, the writer, we have an actor and the producer here. I'll start right now with the director, Trevor Johnson. How are you doing?
Pleasure to meet you.
Excellent. Writer, Bomani?
Yes.
Bomani Story, which I was just saying is a perfect writer's name. Your last name is Story, it's fantastic. Heston, how are you doing?
Yeah, hey man, I'm great.
You play?
No-name freshman.
No-name freshman.
Yes.
And Gia is the producer. Gia, how are you doing?
Hi, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming and joining us here. So Trevor, congratulations on your first feature debut. How has the experience been?
It's been a whirlwind. It's been so much fun. I mean, we enjoyed our time here. We were just saying that it feels like it's gone by in a blink of an eye. You know, we've met so many great people, so many great filmmakers, and seen so many good films. The experience has just been very overwhelming. And this is our first time here, so it's been like an explosion.
Just taking it all in and loving every minute of it, I'm sure. Absolutely. So let's talk about the concept of this film. I understand that Bomani and Trevor, you guys kind of collaborated on the initial idea, but Bomani, you continue to write. Can you give us a little background on the film and what it's about?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, me and Bomani have been running together for a while, been working on a lot of projects.
We're coming up on our 10-year anniversary.
Oh wow, congratulations. That's great, that's excellent.
And for a long time, even before college days, always wanted to tackle a spaghetti western in a college setting. You know, do a genre mashup that's something that's very wild and crazy like that. And I brought this idea to Bomani, and of course I ran with him too because we both had really unique experiences in college that very much lit the flame of inspiration for dealing with all the things that happen on a college setting in a very satirical way.
And and when he brought me the idea, he was like, yeah, I want to do a spaghetti western in a college setting, and I was just like, college. And I remembered, because I had a story that I wanted to write back when my first year when I was in college, where I got this tricked out bike, for my first day, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be riding dirty,
I'm the coolest kind.
Yeah, I'm the coolest guy. I had bikes. Everybody else took like a basket in there. And I was like, nah, man, I want that BMX. I was riding around, I thought it was hot, and so I go to my first class, I park it, lock it, get out, and then class ends, and I walk outside and it's gone.
And someone clipped the chain and it's gone.
Just took it, and I was just like, oh hell no, because my granddad bought it for me.
So the story is based off of this, right? It's based off of a freshman losing his prized possession, this bike, because we all know who've gone to college, parking is horrible, I think, on every college campus. I've never experienced a single college campus that has good parking, so bikes are absolutely necessary.
It's a conspiracy.
Yes, which is exactly what it led to me. I was just like, the school is against me, they don't know what my bike is, they're probably going to sell it back to me.
That's excellent. And Bomani, I think you guys did a great job. I mean, this kind of falls into, like you said, a spaghetti western typical action, but you guys did really good at kind of flipping the script on moments where you kind of expected something to happen. You're like, in a lot of action-packed films, you can kind of say, okay, I see where this plot is going, I see where this arc is going. But I feel like you guys kind of predicted that and said, okay, let's flip that on its head and do something completely different, which you did a great job on that, by the way.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. Yeah.
And Heston, how was it to play this role?
Oh, it's an absolute dream. I was telling them after our premiere that it was the most fun uphill battle that I've ever climbed. I lost about 25 pounds for the role, and I grew my hair out as long as it's been since I was probably like 13 or 14 years old, which was just a character that me and Trevor developed together, and the character that Bomani had in his head. And the initial inspiration, of course, for this spaghetti western, is Fistful of Dollars. So it's the Clint Eastwood no-name character, right, that nobody messes with. And of course, we talked a lot about Eastwood, but then we started introducing some more funky inspirations. And my biggest personal, of course, we watched Bruce Lee for combat and watched, how he moves. And my personal favorite inspiration was Spike from an anime called Cowboy Bebop, who also has his hair super grown out, and he's just this really skinny kind of, he barely gets by with barely enough food to sustain himself. And the whole anime, he's always like, I'm hungry, where's the food? So, visually and the attitude of the character, I really, really wanted to emulate that Spike attitude. And it was an absolute dream. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, this looks like the scariest college experience ever. It's terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
Well, we tried to imagine what college would be like in the eyes of John Carpenter. You know, you think of Escape from New York, you know, and like an exaggerated universe.
You guys did a great, like, that's perfect description. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, what the easiest way we say it's like we say spaghetti western or college setting, and you either like I gotcha or what's that?
What is going? Yeah.
So the second version is it's Mad Max meets college.
Okay.
That's the easy way to do it
Yeah.
too, because everyone knows that, and everyone knows that Mad Max, like you throw the rules out the window.
Kind of dystopian.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And so what's that like? If you play on the metaphors, you know, everyone knows what student debt is like, you know, the high tuitions. And it was funny, you know, with the story that Bomani was saying, he had that happen to him, but after we got the process going, we found that our old, you know, emails from USC and Chapman and all these different colleges, there were these reports of bikes being stolen, but no suspect. There was never a suspect. And so it was always this, like, you know, this unknown figure taking the bikes. And so we were playing around with, well, you know, kids are in debt, and the school's making a lot of money, and there's a lot of missing bikes. You know, we thought this whole idea of
So
what
this
is the kind of
conspiracy just grew out of. I love that. I love that. And Gia, as a producer, how was it to work with this cast and this crew?
It was amazing. We have a pretty large cast, about 30 people throughout the film, and we filmed back in September 2016, and now, a year and a half later, we're here premiering the film together, and we're very lucky that a large majority of the cast and crew actually came out for the premiere, so it's been amazing enjoying finally premiering.
So you guys
with
have all got to
everyone.
experience this whole
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
together, which is fantastic.
She also, being modest, you know, she was like, when she saw the script, she envisioned like, when she saw something way more. She found our location. That's like,
Wow, so you were the one that actually scouted and found the location of where you guys filmed everything.
Yeah, we filmed at an abandoned army base up in Marina, California.
You have a fantastic eye, I have to say, because
Thank
that
you.
set was just perfect. I mean, where you guys filmed just completed the aesthetic, I feel like, of the film, the kind of cutthroat, hard knock kind of college experience, I guess you could say. So let's get a little bit of basic about the film. Where is it going to be showing and when?
So it's going to be playing tonight, Monday, 7:30 p.m., and it's going to be playing at the Treasure Mountain Inn. And it's going to be a fun ride, so I hope to see you guys there. Hopefully we can fit, because we brought a lot of people. We were happy to do so, but we realized, all right, we might have to push a couple of our people out. to make
Yeah,
sure
bring
that-
all 30 on set today
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
talking to every single one of
There
them.
you go, you know, but it's been really fun, and like I'm very grateful to, you know, everyone here and the whole cast and crew for making the trek out here, because, you know, it just made the experience so much more fun. And we've got to, like, you know, spread out and conquer and divide, and, you know, trying to meet as many people as possible, and shout out Rock Steady Row as loud as we can.
Excellent. Well, you guys did a fantastic job. Congratulations again on your first feature debut, and enjoy the rest of your time here. We look forward to seeing the full feature. Can't wait.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with much more.